Okay, what about now? I just recognized I had something going in the background. Do we have sound now? Testing one, two, three. Uh, do we have sound now? Okay, okay. All right, cool. I figured out what it is because I'm a Kevin Hart it right now because I'm a problem solver. You know what I'm saying? I solve problems. I take care of business like that, all right? Okay, so what was going on? I had my Skype conference open, and I didn't realize it. And I was going to come on here and do a quick live and tell you guys about. So what you're going to have to do on this live, this live has no other information but to talk about the opportunities that I posted on the community channel for Vietnam. A whole bunch of folks was interested, and I have to get on here and talk about that real quick because I don't want it to end up being another situation like when I did the farm shares. I did a video, 4 or 5 months ago, Great Reset. We all jacked up, some type of video. I had a title like that, right? And it got like 900 some thousand views in like, I don't know, maybe a month or so. And people were blowing me up about the farm shares concept that I just mentioned on the video. And everybody just went ballistic, wanted a piece of it, but didn't want to understand how you can't just have 50 million people coming in on your idea all at once, because I wasn't even set up for it. So let me recalibrate this. If you go on my community page on @MajorGardener, you're going to see something I posted the other day. It's at the top of the post. It's talking about you could be making money while you sleep because the other part of the world is awake while you over there in America sleep. We awake right now while y'all during y'all nighttime. It's my 10 a.m. Okay? So it's a whole nother world that's got lots of money, lacks services, lacks customer service, lacks people who know how to handle others that have money who want to spend it on quality goods and services. They don't have the infrastructure over here yet. So I was just going to kind of intro people that were interested in on this. A lot of people had already hit me up on that community post, and they wanted more information. So I said, great, let's start out by doing an intro. Let's do a Skype conference, and I'll send the link to everybody who's interested from the post. You guys chime in, and then I'll get going with what the opportunities are over here. So that's why I'm making this post right now. This wasn't I got a couple of posts I want to do, and I got one that's the title's called like, Yo Pole Done Shifted. That's gonna be a good one. I might go into that now while I got y'all, I don't know. But you know, this was for those people who are interested in the business opportunities that's over here in Vietnam. What I was going to do was put together, it's not put together yet. We got to get the synergy up. I got to see who's interested. I got to see, you know, who's capable financially, as well as got a passport, so on and so forth. It's a two-step thing, kind of package I was doing. One is like, you got Major as your tour guide, and we put 3 or 4 people together who want to come over and check out Vietnam. We can set that all up, you know, get your tickets, passport, get your visa. I got the hookup on all that stuff. Get you set up where you can show up over here. We scoop you up from the airport, have a place for you to park at, so on and so forth, and show you the lay of the land. That's one of the opportunities. Then on the business side, the other side was, I'm in the midst of, you know, I got to get Miss E in on this because she's heavy in administrative organization. Y'all see Miss Eartha on here? Okay, well, I'm going to reach out to her, and she's going to help me kind of officiate some of this while we're doing it online. But, you know, the second part of it is like a co-op where pulling resources together to go after certain objectives and start certain entities here that will turn, you know, your depleting dollar, which might be about to crash any time it's, you know, they get ready to pull the rug out, it can do it. But right now the dollar's high, and when I'm exchanging my dollars for the Vietnamese dong, I'm getting crazy returns on my investment, just changing the money over, and then rolling it into other assets that can be utilized to create cash flow. That's what we're working on with some of the stuff here. So, you know, we've got some real estate here. I'm not even advising people to go into the real estate business in Vietnam unless you got some big paper. Like unless it's the end of, you know, just like me, the end of your fiscal year, you got to dump a bunch of cash somewhere, put it somewhere, or else Uncle Sam gonna come say, gimme, gimme, gimme. Unless you that person, I wouldn't advise really investing in real estate right now, because they just took a little hit to their market here. But nowhere near the catastrophic type of swings you get in America when the market crashed, like it hit me in 2008. So over here, it's a whole different culture, whole different view. So I can't even, put something out in the air to people in America saying, invest in my thing over here, this is major, blah, blah, blah. Now, I'm not trying to do all that, because the way you see investments is actually counterproductive to how it really works over here. So I got to break people in first on how it works over. You can't come and be in Rome and live like somebody from Greece. You're not going to get very far. So you got to kind of learn the lay of the land first. You got to do your recon first, which I got 6 years on the ground here. So you got to do your recon, and my wife is from here. She's, Vietnamese national. So we got a lot of connections. So, but even if you was going to invest with somebody, you better get your butt in the region first and check it out before you start dropping dollars. So I would tell everybody, go Google, just go put this in Google, Vietnam economic outlook, and you'll be like, oh dang, how is that? That little bitty country, 8% growth, beating all the other Asian economies. It's number 5 in Asia for the highest growth level. Number 5 is a big deal because, because there's a lot of Asian countries, Malaysia, Singapore, Thailand, the Philippines, it's a whole bunch of them, okay? China, of course, the big dog on the block. But, my videos about this type of conversation have nothing to do with trying to get people to do my idea. I'm just one of those people who's like trying to give information, just like all my lives do and my videos do. Give information that may be pertinent to someone, they can do something with it and better their life, period. So let's not make sure y'all not going, and I'm not accusing anybody that's watching me right now, but y'all not going to hem me up in some conversation, oh, Major try to scam me. Nah, I ain't trying to scam nobody. I'm way over here. I could care less about what you got in your back pocket, unless we're going to joint do something together and it's going to benefit everybody. If it don't look like it can do that, I'm going to keep rolling on my own. I'm already doing what I do. But, I know a lot of people do at times watch me, and, I like to put the help out there. I'm like, travel, stop being scared. Don't worry about what missiles are flying this way and that way. I mean, if it's your day to get a missile upside the head, it's your day. So be it. But up until then, move out. Like Ludacris said, roll out. Me and my homie, you know what I'm saying? Got to roll out, man. Life too short. So this was for the people who were speaking with me on the community part of my channel. And I hope some of y'all are on here, because everybody who read the caption, and it was basic, it didn't have any details. I will discuss those details though on the Skype conversation. So I put in there, y'all go back and check it out after the live post or whatever, but I put in there, you got to have some resources to be able to use to invest. Literally, if you was ever going to travel overseas, you got to have a passport. You got to get your plane tickets. You got to have some money. Period. Y'all know Major don't pull no punches. If you ain't got no money, there's no sense in us talking about you investing in Southeast Asia. Okay, not right now. Not till you get your ducats up, because that's what's necessary. Intellectual capital, all that stuff, it don't work over here. You put your money where your mouth is, kind of stuff. So it's all about, you know, having some resources available to invest. Now, what I'm putting together is a co-op type platform where, you know, maybe it's like and I call the people of the co-op members. I won't use the word investor. You are members. You have your Sam's Club membership. You pay $35, $40 a year to get the benefits of the co-op of everybody who's actually, you know, Walmart actually has things packaged differently at Sam's Club. So you want that benefit of being able to buy the bulk, maybe at a little cheaper price, so on and so forth. So you become a member in the co-op. The co-op money keep the doors open, not necessarily with Walmart because they got gazillions of dollars, so ain't nothing about keeping the doors open with you paying your $40 a year. But, you know, the co-op idea is literally, my idea of a co-op is, say I got 50 or 100 users, 100 members, who I then say, okay, here's the package. Package one, my service to you. I got a spot for you in Vietnam anytime you want to travel here. Yes, you got to pay for your ticket. Yes, you got to do this, you got to do that financially. But I got a spot for you to get to and you can hang out at. What's up, everybody that's just now tuning in? I'm discussing some things that I discussed on a post on my community channel. So whoever's popping in here now, go look at that latest post on Major Gardner channel, community post section, and you'll see why I'm doing this quick live. But I'll throw some content in for you, something you can take home with you too. Everybody's not interested in doing something over here, so this ain't for everybody. But you know I got to give you something since you're here. Like in the old days, you don't stop by somebody's house and they don't cook something for you, or you don't stop by somebody's house and they don't offer you tea or something to drink or something. Kind of rude. Have people stop by your spot and then you don't give them nothing. So I'm gonna give you something to go with too. But anyway, for those who were interested, double back to the community part of the channel. Let's see, I posted the link for the Skype conference. So what I'll do is you grab that link, right? Then I'll double back. Once I see everybody's grabbing the link, I'll double back, and then we'll set a time and a date that I'll go live on Skype. That's going to be the private conversation where I can get into the details of the co-op, the opportunities over here, so on and so forth. That's for those folk who are interested in that. Now, the skinny on the other tip is, let me throw something at you real quick. That title, I'll probably, if I say it all now, then I won't be able to do it later, but I was calling it, Your Pole Has Shifted. Your poles shift. You know, we hear that a lot with them talking about the weather patterns and the actual north-south pole shifting, you know what I'm saying? Nah. Your pole has shifted, okay? So you need to be aware that they shifting your pole. Don't worry about no icebergs. Don't worry about no hot, cold. Y'all can throw on a jacket if it's cold. You can throw on, take clothes off if it's hot, okay? But you need to see that the programming that's in play, targeted at me and you and everybody else on the planet, is to make your pole shift. The only places that are going to fare good are the ones that look unattractive to you through your eyes. The countries that will fare okay are the ones that have been behind and not been out front, because that's the pole shift effect. Those developing countries are going to do well in this mess. Those that are already developed are going to get more overdeveloped, and they're going to have to switch and shift gears to other stuff and downsize and maneuver. People are going to get hurt in the crossfire. All kinds of stuff's going to happen, and in an effort to save themselves and save their system that they have in place. So you just need to be aware of that. That's the only reason why I might be bringing up, other options overseas. It doesn't have to be Vietnam. Y'all need to be looking at Costa Rica. You can look at Panama. I got some people in Panama. Panama is dope. Now, I haven't been there in about 8 years or so, but yo, whole different thing going on. You can make plenty of money as opportunity. If you want to work, you can get it. Okay? You can crank up. If you got some skill sets, they can use it. I'll expound on that a little bit more. Hold tight. But there's other opportunities in other parts of the world y'all need to be aware of, and don't be scared to go out there and check it out. You're responsible for yourself and your family, or whoever you're responsible for. So whatever you got did to take care of things, when you see the train coming, all right, and it ain't got no light on, but you can hear it, you smell the diesel fuel, you can feel the rumble, and you stay on the tracks because, oh, I didn't see the light, then you stupid, right? I heard it, I can smell the diesel fumes, I can feel the vibration coming, I know I'm on a train track, it's obvious the train is coming, oh, but technically I didn't see the light, so, well then your lights is out. All right, let me go back over this pole shift concept real quick. All right, so Intel asked me, expound on that. So when the poles shift on the Earth, if that were to happen, there would be a lot of cataclysmic stuff going on. Weather patterns change, earthquakes, all kinds of stuff's going to happen. The magnetic force field around the Earth is going to shift. So what was cold is going to turn hot, and what was hot is going to turn cold, or warmer and colder where it shouldn't normally be. That's what they're doing to our brains. The same thing. You don't even need to concern yourself with the Earth's pole shift. You need to concern yourself with the mental pole shift that's the caper. That's the, it's blatant. It's right in front of your face. It's, make sure that after I stab you in the back once, you come back to the person who stabbed you and ask for a Band-Aid. Ask for a Band-Aid, right? That don't make no sense. They gonna stick another knife in your back. That's what's going on. So you gotta hop, skip, and jump through this. I don't have a whole bunch of time to expound, but the pole shift that's occurring is with people's minds. Just like over here. Their pole shift was poverty before. Now it's increasing prosperity. The poles are shifting. Do you see? So, now, hop, skip, and jump over our way, America, right? The poles shifting the opposite way. People are becoming more destitute. People are going to be becoming more economically challenged. People are going to be, they overdosing society with narcotics. You can pick your poison, so to speak. Over here, it's hard to pick your poison. You can get it, but it's not like America. It's not like I just call somebody and they drop it off kind of. Nah, you're going to go through some changes to get some stuff did over here like that. So it's not as bad with that over here, but it's in their world, it's rough. But America got everybody looking kind of stupid for negativity right now. You got all these countries, the other pole shift, the economic one. Y'all been hearing about it. Y'all act like y'all ain't heard nothing. Look, the economic pole shift. Okay, they're talking about this is going to be the largest wealth transfer in mankind, right? Okay, what they didn't tell you was it already happened. Okay, y'all, come on, man. You think they're gonna let us in on, get in the middle of the switch over so you can get rich like me? They don't think like that. They don't care about you or your family, man. So, you got, Africa, somebody talking about Africa too. Right now you got countries going into Africa where these opportunities are. Countries like France, the U.S., and all the rest of the ones that are running through pillaging, okay, they're going back in Africa right now. There was a president we had, he was melanated color, I don't even have to say his name. he got some treaties in regards to Africa still in place, decimating Africans. Okay, so you need to wake up, man. They ain't playing. They playing uncle. They gonna keep hitting till you say uncle. They ain't even playing with you no more. It's just front and center. They in there taking the gold out. They telling you and me on the street, gold ain't that important. You know, it's something you can have a few, coins if you want. But to be honest, they're stacking gold like crazy. They're going in other countries. Did y'all know when they went in there and got a certain? See, I'm not gonna say certain keywords on here, 'cause I ain't stupid. They went in to get a certain so-called dictator. Okay, they went and got one of them first, made a big ordeal about it, grabbed him up, took him out, found him in a hole in the ground, right? What you think they went in there to get? They took all the resources. Oil wasn't the only one. They got that gold. They got that gold. They got all the artifacts. Raiders of the Lost Ark, kind of. That's what they be doing, man. Where y'all think they got that movie from? They just put some Germans in there to make you think it's just Germany doing that. Nah, all the big countries do this. They all in on this. So it is what it is. But what you got to do is you got to go in between the lines and get yours. You know what I'm saying? You just have to, because you're responsible for you. But there's opportunities in Africa. There's opportunities in some weird places. You might find out there's some in Scotland. Even if you brown or Hispanic, look, there's some countries that don't really care what you look like. Can you produce is what their question is going to be. What can you produce for this land? If you about that, we got you. But if you ain't, you can go back where you came from. So y'all just got to snap out of the box of Americanism. It's not America everywhere, y'all. It's not America everywhere. Even the way you feel about something someone says to you ain't even real in another country. They'll be like, I don't even care what you, no offense, none taken kind of thing. It's like you get such a rude awakening when you get up out of that atmosphere for a hot second. I don't care if you just go to Canada, go to Mexico, go to New Mexico, go somewhere outside get out of the energy for a minute so you can see straight, and you'll see that the pole done shifted. The poles, the magnetic poles in your mind are even shifting. That's what the major battle is over the minds of the people. It's always been that way. So, but anyway, let me read some of this stuff. I see Christine, I can't even pronounce my words right now. Hold on, because I'm trying to speak Vietnamese and English at the same time. Hold on. Got a complication going on here. Christina Dream, Africa has 54 countries within the continent, tons of opportunities and nice places to visit, even has beautiful islands. Absolutely. Africa is like half the planet's land mass up in there. The map they showing you ain't even accurate. But y'all can go, look, I'll tell you, I'll tell you in a hot second. If Africa's your spot, let's get it. Shoot, call me when you get there, let me know where you at. I'm not far. I can jump on a plane and meet you. You know what I'm saying? Once you come overseas, it's a lot of countries that let you in. You just gotta have visas for certain ones, depending on where you're shoving off from. You know what I'm saying? But once you get overseas, get your passport stamped and stuff, depends on which country, and you might not even need a visa to go to a place that if you was leaving from America, you might have to get a visa. You see what I'm saying? So you just have to do your due diligence and check all that stuff up. Who's this? Somebody asked me, where my specs at? Hold on. Major, are you in Thailand or Vietnam? I'm in Vietnam. Thailand. I like Thailand. It's cool, but it's you fly for about an hour and pop in Thailand, hour and 20 minutes or something from here, drop down, have a little fun, blah, 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 get up out of there. They got a whole different thing going on the streets over there, a lot of prostitution stuff. I think they get licenses, those girls get licenses to do that over there. But yeah, it's a lot going on. So what Mr. Urban World said, how easy was it for you to get dual citizenship? So I don't have dual citizenship. My wife is my other part of my citizenship here. So my daughter has dual citizenship, but I would have to stay here continually for 2 years to apply for citizenship. So right now, my wife is my dual citizenship. When you marry a Vietnamese national, then you're on their coattails, just like they are in America when they're in America. So it's the same difference, but you at least got to stay here, live here, consistently, be on paper somewhere for like a couple of years. Then you can apply for that. Then you do all the other paperwork, and then you can get it. Like I said, you chat too much, but your words have some value. Look, Jiggy, Jugga, Natty, tell that your name is way too long on here. I can't read all that. But look, I do what I do. You do what you do. If you can get something from me that's positive for your life, take it and roll out. It's all good. I'm good with that. Let's see. I love America and love being American. Seeing other places is nice. That's what's up, Braxton. Do your thing. I'll never tell nobody to deter themselves from where they want to be. So I really think that's a good thing. Wherever you gonna be, just love it, man. Love your place. I'm more like my rendition of life is more like a world traveler. So I'm curious to see what, instead of looking at a Charlton Heston movie about the 10 Commandments, I'm the dude that's like, show me where they said the 10 Commandments at. Let me go see it. Let me drop over there and see if, I want to see that rock. I want to see this. I want to see that. So that's just me, bro. That's my route. I tell y'all all the time, everybody got their own journey to go do. So, I'm evolving into nowhere is really my home. Wherever I drop down, that's where it be. It's an old song, just came to my mind. Who was that? It wasn't, was it the OJs or Temptations? It was some group. Papa was a Rolling Stone. Wherever he laid his hat was his home. And when he died, all he left us was alone. Old school song. I forget which group that was, but it just popped in my head like that. But the part about wherever he dropped his hat was his home, I mean, for people on their journey, maybe that's necessary for their energy to travel that way. So, to each their own, man. I ain't never hold nobody hostage with my information. You either like it or you don't, you know what I'm saying? But I can't say that I love this place or that place. I want to see what's going on, you know what I'm saying? Before I get up out of here. I don't want no bucket list after I'm like 65 years old. Now I got my bucket list and I can't even walk to go pick the bucket up, I ain't got that far to go to get to 60. I'm 8 more years. I'm 60 years old, man. So I'm trying to go, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to do this thing. But Braxton, right, sir, go see other places. Always be cautious abroad and in the States because fools are past crazy this day. Bro, that's always, as long as people been on the earth, it's been crazy. It ain't just now. Every life cycle, everybody's lifetime, all different levels of stupidity going on. All these different levels. It don't matter if it's the 50s, the roaring 20s, 1889, it don't even matter. It's always a bunch of people, so it's always going to be a bunch of idiots on the loose at all times. Don't matter which country you go to, they got a ghetto. It don't matter which country you go to, they got the upper class area. It don't matter which country you go to, they got a government trying to tax you to death. It's all the same, just the people look different and speak a different language. That's all it is. Some spots are less, jumpy than others, but yo, man, it's all good. I mean, I appreciate the be careful part. Your boy been walking through these lands for 6 years, getting close to 7. So, for me, it is what it is. I'm comfortable with it. I watch my 6 everywhere I go. So it doesn't matter where I end up. You just gotta be that kind of person anyway. Do y'all have any questions? Was it Temptations? Okay, that's what it was. That's what's up. But yeah, y'all, this was a late, live, and I wasn't trying to. I was just trying to catch some of the people who were responding to the post like I said, when this thing is done, if y'all still up, or tomorrow or something, come back to my community, the community link on the channel, and then click that, and you'll see what I was talking about, and then you'll see some of the responses. Oh, okay, so here's some more questions. How is it over there? It's wonderful. Who are Clarkson, Japan? Are you in Hanoi? If you in Hanoi, we might be able to hook up. I mean, I got to go to Wing Young City. We got some business to handle over there in Wing Young. That's the oceanside part of Vietnam, one of the oceanside parts. So, let's see. So yeah, Clarkson in Japan. I wasn't planning on coming to Hanoi, but okay, we can talk. We can talk. Since you over here, I'll peep you out a little bit, make sure you ain't, some kind of stalker, major stalker. I'm just joking. But yeah, it could be something that I do. I'm in Ho Chi Minh City right now, so I'm over this way. So and I got to go a different direction. But if I can't, I'll try to find you on Yalo. I will. I got to actually reactivate my Yalo because I can't remember the password. But who else asked me a question? How is it over here? It's great in Vietnam. Once you get familiar with what's going on, any country could be better for you than where you actually originated from, and vice versa for other people. They're leaving their country, coming to America. Yo, it's like the greatest thing since, apple pie. That's why people do well. When you're in a region so long, everything becomes mundane and just, everydayisms or everydayisms. So it's such a crazy paradigm that you're in when you are born somewhere. It's like you have less opportunities. It's kind of weird. Then you go somewhere else and opportunities can open up to you. You can bring all that back home. That's what a lot of people from Mexico do. They come to America, get the cash, and then they go back home and start their farm. Okay, they start they got their whole house, people working for them, growing food, horses and cattle. It's just the way stuff works, It's just how it works. But yeah, I'll actually, Clark Sonnen, let me see. Let me try to help. If you on Messenger, right? Look up Major Gardner, and then send me a message on there. It'll be easier for me to lock you in on Messenger. Okay. Yeah, it's some cool spots over here. Oh, that's what's up, Hamilton. D. Hamilton. That's what's up. Appreciate that gift. Oh, Duke, as a person of color, how do they treat you? These are good questions. This is what I'm talking about. That's real cool. It's very informational. So, as a person of color, it's actually just to let you know, Duke, there's some Vietnamese darker than me over here. So I need y'all to understand that Asiatic peoples are really, 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 really dark skinned. Like, get darker than me. Yes. I met several. I was like, excuse me? Like Obama, hey, well, are you sure you're Vietnamese? I'm just not catching this. Yeah, they darker than me. And a lot of them are way lighter. They bleach their skin. They try to, it's a whole cultural thing going on. But as a person of color, I get treated, I hate to say it, I get treated better over here than I do in my own land. That's kind of like a biblical paradox thing going on. You could get better treatment elsewhere than where you originate from, and that would be for anybody. It don't matter if you color or what. So what you will not be concerned about over here as a person of color are the police pulling you over, because they don't do that like they do in America or elsewhere, and you getting plugged in the back of the head with something, getting shot or something because you went to reach for your, none of that's going on. The gun culture is not over here like that. Most of the cops on the street got a billy club. They don't even have a weapon. Some of them do, a lot of them don't. They enforce a little differently over here. They don't have the same problems or issues we do, but, and y'all know I'm pro weaponry kind of dude, so I like my stuff, you know what I'm saying? But in a culture where it's not an absolute necessity to have, because see, if the lights go out, I'm gonna answer your question again, but if the lights go out here, everybody's not running around going crazy trying to steal from each other. Okay, they're just gonna light a candle, open the windows, get some air, wait till the power come back on. It's not gonna be Armageddon 2.0 over here, power outage for months. They're like, okay, we've been without, in the cities, it might be some crazy going on, just like any city. But for the majority of Vietnam, if something like that happened here, they're already used to the roaming power outages, so it's not that big of a deal. But people of color, we have a lot of opportunities. That's one of the opportunities that I was going to talk about on the community channel when people get on the Skype conference with me. So I'm kind of an anomaly over here. Like, my look is not something that's seen every day. So when I walk down the street or wherever I go, it's like they just seen Elvis come back from the grave or something like that. Michael Jackson, okay? It's kind of like that type of reaction. In one of the villages where my wife is from, when I went there for the first time, I can't imagine it, but I'm the first brown person from America they had ever seen in person. And that was just some years ago, okay? So I'm like, wow. That's really interesting. How is it you ain't seen no people like me? They ain't coming over here? I'm about to start a colony up in this trip. You know what I'm saying? That's me. I'm like about to start my empire. Because if y'all, look, everywhere I go, I get invited into somebody's house to eat. If you're in the villages where it's less people, more quality family life instead of the city, they gonna feed you stupid. You can't escape. They gonna just pile food on top. You're going to be eating for days. When they have a celebration, you'll be the central thing. It's a whole bunch of perks for being me over here, and that would be for even anyone who's from America. Actually, they love American stuff, so they really, really, really take to Americans. Even if you Caucasian, brown, if you American or they even European, they trying to check you out. They're trying, where you from? How, they want to ask you questions. You can even feel it in their energy. So I get treated well over here in these lands. I got treated very well in Panama. Anywhere that I went, the only place I didn't get treated in Qatar was okay. Don't turn down no little back alleys though. You know what I'm saying? We done grabbed you. But Turkey, From the airport, bad vibes. Everybody there in Turkey, if you Turkish and you on here right now, I am so sorry. I ain't going back to your country. Ever, never, 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 never. I don't even want to have nothing to do with y'all. You just from when I landed, checking the hotel, that day I got a beer. You get off a long flight, you're like, I need a beer so I can just sleep. I got a beer. It was like $16. And I was like, okay, well, that was 4 or 5 years ago, y'all. That's like $16 beer at the airport. And then just the attitude of the people, it's kind of like just kind of throw it on the table at you kind of thing. So Turkey, can't deal with y'all. Ain't going to deal with you. Over here, warm reception just about everywhere you go. You get invited to a lot of things. People actually want you to speak. They're interested to learn English really bad. So you can be an English teacher over here and don't even have an English degree. If you have an English degree, you can do very well over here, because even if you make $3,000 or $4,000 a month here, your expenses for that whole month's probably $500. So you stacking all this money. You're not going to make what you make in America here, but you're not going to spend nearly as much as it's taken to live in America. You're not going to spend that here in Vietnam. I can take 20 of y'all out for seafood, and y'all can drink all the beers you want, Coca-Cola drinks, whatever, all the seafood stuff, right? 20 of y'all, I guarantee you I will probably pay maybe under $200 for all 20 of y'all. So it's a whole different economic thing going on over here. So it's a little easier to maneuver through when you're not getting taxed from all different levels. I got it out. My wife's Vietnamese, so hey, it's very convenient for me. I don't know what it's like for somebody who doesn't have that connect, but from what I see, people are doing well here. and they like it. It's a different energy that you can actually, you know, kind of get some time to yourself instead of running the race so hard. You could not run so hard here, but still get some W's along the way, more than you can elsewhere. But let me see, Monica Smith, what's up? Until it was the same for me on my study abroad in Mexico. People would walk up just to touch my skin. Yeah, they do this to me. Like when I go to the salon, bad hair day today, I got to get a haircut, so don't y'all tell nobody about my hair right now. That's why I got this hat on. But I'll go to my cat, he's gonna chop me up, make me look fly. But they do this with my hair. They never felt hair like this. So it's like you're the first. It's really weird. It's like you're an alien showing up in a spot, and people really take to that. But anyway, yes, that's right, Braxton. You're absolutely right. A lot of people from Africa do come here for reasons to get money, especially from, I can't think of the country in Africa right at the moment, but a lot of males come over here and they do some business over here, some sex business stuff, yeah, and they get money and go. So, but yeah, if you want to use the term Black American, just for the discussion's sake, y'all know I don't like to use the term black describing me or anybody else that looks like me, but just for the sake of semantics thing, you know, so anyone who's Black American, yeah, they don't see us very often. Somebody thought I was from the Middle East. I was like, okay, well, do you owe them money or something? Because I could take it to them, you know. I'll be Middle Eastern if you're going to give me a sack to carry for them or something, you know. But, you know, they thought I was from the Middle East. So that was pretty crazy. Yeah, Clarkson, Japan, he's in Vietnam. I'm sure I'm saying he because it says Clark Sonnen. I hope you're a he, bro. If you're not, let me know so I can correct it. But Vietnamese people are very friendly, welcoming. Yep, they are very friendly. So that Vietnam War stuff, they had to do what they had to do. The enemy was coming up in their spot. What you expect? A lot of people still sore at the Vietnamese from the Vietnamese War. They didn't tell Americans or anybody else to come over here. They was trying to come up in here and pillage again. So what you do? And they fighting with bamboo and digging trenches and all these tunnels underground. That's how they defeated their adversary. They didn't even have the gear. They walking around in sandals in the jungle with the little rice paddy hat on and all that stuff, and came up in here and somebody got they, you know what, handed to them. Yo, I mean, it is what it is. It is what it is. So, anyway, some of the Sage 2 said, what about if someone wanted to do importing or exporting with you? With me being involved in it, I got my own focus, you know what I'm saying? I could help people who are interested in that, but you have to understand right now, Vietnam, they're manufacturing. If y'all heard of 511 gear and some Nike, y'all know about Nike and stuff, pull up the companies that are in Vietnam right now, it'll blow your mind. They're manufacturing what a lot of the stuff that China used to push out. So what's happening is all the Chinese gazillionaires, billionaires, and millionaires are all coming into Vietnam right now, buying up stuff, trying to get out of China because China trying to take that money from them on that tax end. So they're like, yo, I'm taking my yacht to Vietnam, I'm building a resort, I'm doing this, I'm doing that, okay? So that's why this economy is pushing like it is. So then you got America, like I did that other video on here on my channel, produce or perish, that live I did. Yo, I'm serious. They producing. America ain't producing. And it's not your fault or my fault per se, but eventually it's our fault. Because if you ain't producing for yourself, something outside the system gonna come say, payments due, and if you ain't got it, they gonna out you. They're going to cut you off. They're going, oh, well, you can't do this or you can't do that. in countries like this, I can walk on the street and got all the groceries, clothes, and food. Everybody sells something in Vietnam. Over here in Ho Chi Minh City, everywhere you go, anywhere you go, products on the street in front of people's houses for miles and miles and miles. You can't get away from the food or the products here. You just can't. So I don't need a car. I can walk. I can ride a bicycle like they do over here. I can get a little motorbike, $5 a week worth of gas. It might take a little more now, but a couple of bucks a week and I'm rolling, right? Yo, it don't take all of this absorbing my energy, looking fly. Now, granted, you know, people driving brand new whips here too. It's a company, y'all need to look this company up. It's called VinSmart. The first electric car company is produced here in Vietnam. Car look fly. People buying them cars right now. They buying, it's Bentleys rolling around here, it's Mercedes, it's all kind of stuff. So they looking fly too. They trying to find avenues to spend their disposable income in, just like America used to be able to do. Okay? So I've been eyeing this for 8 years. Before I met my wife, I was already eyeing Vietnam. Like, where's everything going? I was looking into this, okay? It's moved in this direction. So if you're able to get into the flow and you still love America and you want to live there, but you don't want your resources hampered by what the economy of America may soon come to, you might want to start investigating another country's economic processes and get involved in that to where your flow don't stop. You can always convert currencies over one from another. You can buy some gold with some money, sell it, get your money out, whatever you want to do. But there's always a way to get around what's going on, unless you wait till it falls on top of you. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta make sure. Saying back to you, DeVary Greenwood, that's what's up. Peace, bro. Appreciate that. But you know, you got to you gotta get in a position to be able to still move and maneuver. You don't want to be in a position, I don't care what your resources look like right now, make your adjustments, make your changes. You got to be strong in here to do this stuff, because the American culture and the world culture, wherever people live, is so strong in your head right now, just like mine. You got to work on focusing on what you want, and you do everything in your power to get there, because if life is worth that to you, you just do it. You just get, I mean, if you can buy a pair of $300 sneakers, don't tell me you can't save up and get no passport. If you can buy, you know, you go out to dinner every week and drop a couple $100. I mean, some people buy a pair of jeans for $200. I ain't buying no jeans for my jeans cost probably $7, man. This shirt in Vietnam cost me, this is a name brand over here, whatever it is, got the little thing on here. Oh, it's $8. This hat was $6. They make all this stuff over here. So, you know, you can make your adjustments, man, and stack your money to be used elsewhere. You ain't got to be filthy rich. You ain't got to be, well, that's in America. You know, Braxton said you got to be cutthroat and have financially stable. You're going to have to be cutthroat. Depends on the terrain you in. You right about that in the States. You're absolutely right. If you're not a millionaire, it's because you got a heart, to be honest. Multi-millionaire, like you said, that's a true story. You're gonna be, you know, that's a true statement. Not in every region in the world, but America for sure. Other places it's more voluntary. You know, here I like the fact that I have ideas that haven't taken place here. Stuff that I've already seen 20 years ago, I was working on. Oh, it works here. It will work here now, because they're heading in that direction. So it's like, yo, you're ahead of the Industrial Revolution. Yeah, kind of, sort of. It's already working, but if you could have had something you could have put in place before it builds up and you can't break into the region, that's when you would do it. You know what I'm saying? So, what's up, Ricky? Ricky Cooper. Yeah. Oh, well, that's what's up. And likewise. Um, but look, y'all, we could talk, uh, about electric vehicles. I'm not for them, not against them. I'm not with them. I'm not. Hey, but if that Vin Smart electric car company sponsor me and give me electric one of them whips to drive around, I'm pushing it. Okay, I'm pushing it till the wheels fall off. So sorry. I You know what I'm saying? You drop one at my front door, say, hey, market this for us, bam, yeah, I'm gone, y'all. I'll see y'all in the funny papers. But yeah, all that stuff's going on. There you go, that's what's up. There you go. That's a different rendition of Cutthroat. I got you. Yeah. But look, y'all, I ain't gonna stay on here too much longer. I was just trying to throw a shout out to people that responded back to the community post I did on my channel. Make them aware. Go get the link for the Skype conference, and then whoever is interested in looking into what I'm going to be offering here, so you can develop some additional streams of revenue, some income streams. And look, when I mean income streams, I'm not going to sit here and fill your head full of, oh yeah, you gonna make 20% return. I'm not gonna even talk about returns. We're talking about creating systems. I don't care if it's dropping me. If I got a little system floating around out there that I don't have to maintenance no more, I invested some little money over a 12-month period into something, and I keep getting a check every month for $100. Okay, that ain't gonna pay my bills. But if I don't have to do anything else to keep getting $100, that's one stream. I got another one over here. It's developing some stuff. It's called the 10% mentality. Unfortunately, in America, we got 90% mentality. We want to own everything, name on all the paperwork. I need my name on the deed, the title. You still don't own it. As soon as you don't pay that property tax, they're going to snatch it after 3 years anyway. But, you still, my whole point is, I got to have people with me in my tribe, so to speak, over in this region, running with me with a little bit more open understanding. It's not about some money I need from you. It's like the synergy we use together as a co-op to develop some 10% mentality stuff for all of us, where we all put in 10% effort, but we getting back ROI from that exchange. So, hold on a second. I will get the Skype conference. Okay, cool. Yeah, look on the community page, grab that link, and then I'll post shortly, maybe in the next couple of days, when we go live with that, so I can talk in more depth about what's going on. But look, Cody, you can patent your land and never pay property tax again. The whole problem is all the hoops you got to jump through in America to find that information out, and then that actually puts you on a different list too. All these people trying to do this, correcting their status and stuff like that. Cool. I think it could be beneficial if it works. But my question would always be, why would I allow people to get out of my system built to keep them caught in it? Why would I have a back door that they could go find? It just makes you kind of wonder, like, if you haven't done the process, if you've done the process, let me know how it worked, Cody. Let me know how it worked. I'm not saying it don't work, but anybody who puts stuff on here that says you can do something, like me, I'm gonna show you it work. I'm gonna show you my car over here. I'm gonna show you my house over here. I'm gonna show you my paperwork for my corporation in America. Show you my paperwork. If you need some paperwork to prove what I'm saying is true, then I got that. If I can't and don't have it, I ain't saying nothing about it. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, yeah, you're right about that, Cody. It's true. But everything we got to start waking up on is getting out of this mindset that the location we've been living in all this time is the only spot that you can be in. It's not true. People everywhere making money all over the planet, and they from America, and they got streams pouring in. And I'm not one to just sit around and go, oh, I know this is happening, and I ain't gonna get in the stream. This stream go to, helping me, making my health better, keeping my family fed. You think I ain't gonna jump in there and float down river? I'm jumping in that stream. So that's all this is, y'all. Just so Cody, your neighbor actually did it. That's what's up. Tell him to send me the information so I can look into doing it. I would like to see the steps taken to be able to do something like that. If it work, it work. I'm good. But look, no, travel overseas does not require what you're saying it requires, because I didn't have to do that to get over here. So I don't know where you're getting that particular information from, but that is not a true statement. It could have been what they were doing previously. That's why I wouldn't travel during the time of the heightened, propaganda. I waited until all that died down. Ain't nobody checking nothing over here, okay? That's on the ground, my experience, not some hypothetical. So, he's got Agent Orange exposure. Look, Cody. Look, I did a Kevin Hart. Bow, bow, bow. Y'all think I'm tripping. I got to get up out of here. I'm not even talking about Agent Orange and stuff, bro. Yeah, I'm sorry that happened. I'm sorry that happened to your guy. But it depends on passport loopholes. Look, guys, it's a lot of info. If y'all got any more questions about this region, because I have more knowledge here about this area than I do, America and then here. So I don't have all the information about other places. So anything you're looking into, do your own due diligence. It's getting late. I got to roll, but do your own due diligence. My thing is always, don't be afraid to try. Don't be afraid to fail, because that's the only way to get them wins, get them W's. Failure makes you stronger. It doesn't need to happen if it doesn't need to happen, but if it does happen, you use it as fuel. I've done that my whole life. I've been an entrepreneur since I was 17, so I've seen and continue to see my share of failure. So I'm no stranger. I ain't afraid of it. I just use it. I take it and compact it down and squeeze it together. And when I light that bad boy on fire, it's ready to burn hot. So appreciate all of y'all. I'm gonna get up out of here. Hit me on the comments. This wasn't really a groovy live, in my opinion. I wasn't really trying to do a message, but I hope you got something out of it. Maybe even a little motivation to step outside that box and go explore, go do some stuff, and go, do your journey. Life's short. Clock's ticking. It's up to you. This is Major, signing off for another. Hey, hold up. C Marie, hit me on the community page on that post so I can get you queued into the thing. So I'll be looking for you to post on there on Major Gardner, the top post on the community thing, okay? So I need you to be in that chat as well when you have time. All right, y'all, it's been a pleasure once again. Let me show y'all some beautiful trees real quick before I get out of here so y'all can kind of see, people down on the street sweeping. Got the spot over there. Got some beautiful greenery around here, some palm trees. The river's over there. Y'all can kind of see where I be. But anyway, I'm going to get up out of here. I appreciate y'all. Once again, this is Major coming at you with another kind of cool video, I hope. Until the next one, I'll be talking to y'all soon. Peace.